I was just asked in the spirit what I left at that table. So I'll give you some of the items that was left at that table in the presence of our enemies. And our cup is running over. Hallelujah, thank you be to Jesus. Okay, at that table outside that art studio across the street from the Geisland dentist office and Rafa's Burrito Shack, there was a basket. It had a bunch of books in there. And my VA, there were CDs with my VA documents, all my VA medical records that were on there. There was a red t-shirt that had two nails on the front in the shape of a cross. And then on the back it says, if you bring up my past, Jesus dropped my charges. And then I left a pair of black, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life sweats. I had two pair. I have one more in here, and then I left one in the basket. And then there was post-it notes with a lot of little red bites, so to speak, on there. Then there was my hummingbird guitar that had the blue strings snapped on it. There was Spiritual Warfare book by Cindy Trim. There were my I don't really know what it is called. For the guitar, on the neck of the guitar, you could put the thing on there to Brandon Lake and Terry Clark and all like country musicians that play the guitar, they use that thing. And then there was sheet music. There was my United States Army Bible. There was my Army Bible, my military Bible. It was green, and it had a bunch of notes in there, and my bookmark from my daughter, and there was a pin on it that had the Israel flag and America flag together on it, and I had a whole bunch of notes in that Bible. And then there was possibly my NLT Bible that I got whenever I was at Washington County in 2024 that had notes in there. There was a few journals that I put out there on the table, and my African drum, my bear flute that was hand carved by a Navajo that was given to me as a gift. What else? There were a few other things that were on there. What else can I remember? Lord, with your help.